Welcome back. Today we're going to take a quick look at the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We'll be starting with Solana, down to Polkadot, Shiba Inu, Litecoin, Tron, Avalanche, and then we'll end with Uniswap at number 20. Let's get straight into it. Solana against BTC. We are still under the skinny pink line, so we anticipate more downside. Yes, I know we've already risen 100%, but there's no guarantees that we're gonna make new all-time highs anytime soon. I suspect that even if we were to see any moves towards the upside, this could be a wave 2 in the making, right? Maybe you get a wave 3, 4, 5. This would be great, but I need to see that bullish continuation chart pattern first, right? Because this could still turn bearish. No guarantees that Solana is going to continue bullish for BTC towards the upside, because again the trend is still largely bearish, right? We're still under the skinny pink line. Who's to say that we're not going to get a very long falling channel, something like this, right? As we hit targets at 2000, we're at 9005, so this is still a long way to go if this were to happen, right? If not, then yeah, potentially we could be seeing a bullish reversal, but we still need to see the bullish reversal chart pattern first. We cannot be rushing into anything just like that. We would love to see it, and so yeah, if we get a very nice wave 2 over here, then more likely than not, we could be taking longs towards the upside for SOL BTC, but it's still uncertain. So SOL BTC is a next. SOL USDT, we are again same thing as SOL BTC. We're still under the skinny pink line, so the bias is still bearish for SOL against USDT. We still anticipate more downsides for SOL USDT. What targets at $2.22? Yes, we're at $22. This is another 90% fall for SOL against USDT. So the danger is still there. I still wouldn't recommend doing any. I mean, for me personally, I would not be doing any longs yet for SOL until I see real, true, clear, high quality, bullish continuation chart patterns, and it just hasn't arrived yet. So we are not going to pluck the apple from the tree until it is ripe. It is still unripe for SOL, right? Moving on would be Polkadot DOT against BTC. We are under the skinny pink line. We still have two targets towards the downside: 2250, 2080. We're at 2008, so 2008 to 2002 is not too far away. It's only 20%. Right, target 2 will be 26%. I suspect that once we take out target number 2, if and when we take out target number 2, we'll probably be taking out these lows as well. So we could be heading towards sub 2000, maybe 1007, 1006. Yeah, I can't say for sure, but we're still in a downtrend. We're still under the skinny pink line. So things are still largely bearish for .BTC. .USDT, here we are. Yeah, we're still under the skinny pink line. We still have a downside target for .USDT, $3.33. Could we turn bullish from here? Sure, but I don't really like a slanted inverse head and shoulders. Doesn't mean it is not a bullish reversal. It would have been better if we rose above the skinny pink line and we consolidated under it, right? A very horizontal type of inverse head and shoulders, much more higher quality, and then we could be taking longs for it. But yeah, I just don't see it yet. So, and the skinny pink line is acting as a proper resistance, so we could be seeing, yeah, potentially more downside as we head towards our final target for Polkadot at $3.33. Potentially. So I wouldn't be making any longs yet for Polkadot. I will still be very patient, and I will still wait for clear tradable chart patterns first before rushing into anything. SHIB against USDT. We are over here. There was actually a very nice support line which we have already broken, right? Something like a mountain range over here, right? We've already broken the support. Yes, we are attempting. There was an attempt to break back up above the resistance, right? Support once broken becomes resistance, but yeah, we failed, and so we're still hovering above the skinny pink line. So potentially SHIB could continue higher, right? I mean, of course, we have to consolidate a little while longer first before going, any higher for SHIB. But if BTC starts falling down, I suspect SHIB is going to start falling as well. And if we were to fall any lower, potentially we could be getting descending triangles. And descending triangle is a bearish chart pattern, and we could still head much lower for SHIB against USDT. We just don't have any targets yet. The chart pattern just isn't there. We could still go both ways, but at this point of time, Yeah, it's still uncertain for me. I still can't say for sure where exactly SHIB is going. So be very, very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Shiba Inu. Litecoin against BTC. We are above the skinny pink line and we are consolidating. This looks to me like a symmetrical triangle. So is Litecoin going to consolidate and continue higher towards 0.006? Right, we're at 0.004. We were saying that if we were to take out this low, then this would invalidate the whole thing, the symmetrical triangle. We would invalidate the target at 0.006. So which is it? Which is it? We're still above the skinny pink line, so we are biased bullish for Litecoin against BTC, and we expect more upside to come for Litecoin BTC. It's just that, yeah, things are uncertain at the moment. Of course, as a symmetrical triangle, you can hate both ways, right? Symmetrical triangles are usually bidirectional. It can go up or it can go down. But if the preceding trend is bullish, we are more likely to see a continuation towards the upside because it's a continuation chart pattern. It can also reverse, but more likely than not, we will lean towards the preceding trend, which is bullish, right? Preceding trend is bullish, we'll be expecting a bullish continuation. Whether we get it or not, it's another story in itself. Litecoin against USDT. We're above the skinny pink line, so we are leaning towards the bullish side of things, right? But of course, if you look at the bigger picture for Litecoin, there is a potential for head and shoulders to be formed over here. Scary, absolute scary stuff for Litecoin. If we were to come all the way back down, this will be very, very scary at $50, right? 94 down to 50. Oh boy. This may not turn out well for Litecoin if it happened, right? But of course, if we continue consolidating above the skinny pink line, we could crawl our way towards the upside. Absolutely possible. But we're anticipating things to head lower because this is a very, very big bearish chart pattern in the making, in my opinion, right? Every time we rally, we get pulled down. We rally, we get pulled down. We're rallying. Who's to say we're not going to get pulled down again? So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Litecoin. Tron against BTC. We are, again, one thing I like about Tron is that we're kind of in an accumulation phase, right? Between these highs and these lows, right? Yeah, we've been, snaking around this area, but it's quite big though, right? Top to bottom is about 80%. So I feel like it's still not a safe trade for Tron. Reason being that we've been mucking around the skinny pink line. Yes, we broke out convincingly, but we're kind of breaking back down and we're just hovering here and there, neither here, neither there. Yeah, and so it's just pretty unclear, but I like this. I think eventually one fine day, Tron is going to blast off, but that day is not today. Tron against USDT is the reason why I still lean bias bearish, because this is a descending triangle, boys and girls. This is a very high quality descending triangle. Very, very, very high quality. Just like Litecoin, every time we rally, we get pulled down. We rally up, we get pulled down, pulled down, pulled down. Who's to say the next step is not a pull down, right? Because when we rise very slowly. When we fall so fast, right? Look at how fast we fall. Bam! We fall, right? Could there be another pump coming on? I don't know. Potentially, yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel that good about Tron. And if and when, if Bitcoin, right, does fall towards, I don't know, if Bitcoin fails to hold its current price at, what's Bitcoin's price, right? At 23,000, right? If Bitcoin fails to hold 23,000, and if it hits towards like, I don't know, 15, 14, 13, 12, yeah, I think Tron is also going to start collapsing that low, potentially towards 2 cents. We have a target at 2 cents, right, from this chart pattern, but we're already above the skinny pink line and we took out this mountain, so we are leaning bullish again, right? The wheels of Tron have been playing games with us, so we're not entirely sure what Tron is trying to do. So yeah, I've been very, very, very cautious about rushing into anything for Tron. AVAX against BTC. Yeah, same thing. We're still under the skinny pink line. We still have our target at 4,007. We're at 7,005. We were saying that once we take out these highs, then we would invalidate these targets. But at this point of time, yeah, we're still leaning bearish. We're still under the skinny pink line, so we're still expecting more downside for AVAX against BTC. I suspect that once we hit 4,007, we might even take out these lows before seeing any sort of a revival for AVAX BTC. I just don't see it yet. This is not a bullish reversal, so be careful. AVAX against USDT. We are still under the skinny pink line. We respect the skinny pink line, and we would be expecting more downside to come for AVAX against USDT, which is the same thing. More downside targets to be hit. We had a target over here, $9 since September, and we're at $17 right now. So yeah, but we still expect more downside for AVAX against USDT. The biggest fear, right, is that we get a head and shoulders over here. Oh boy. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We can go far beyond $7. I don't know how much lower we're going to get. We don't really have clear targets, but we could go far beyond $7, right, if Bitcoin starts falling. Again, I can't see the reason why, so if there was a reason for Bitcoin to start collapsing, I suspect it could be a black swan event, just like what happened during March 2020, right? I will consider that as a black swan, and there was a sudden pull towards the downside. So again, I still suspect that there is more downside to come for AVAX. I am not entirely confident about turning bullish yet. The skinny pink line is telling me, nope, we're still buyers bearish, and we still expect more downside. So stay safe. Uni against BTC. We are, where's Uni BTC? Uni BTC, yes sir, here we are, skinny pink line. We're kind of mucking around the skinny pink line. No clear direction for Uni BTC. Of course, if BTC falls, it's going to pull Uniswap down as well. But if Uniswap falls towards support, then I suspect that this could be a big descending triangle that could pull Uniswap much lower. So you got to be very careful. I am not entirely confident about Uniswap heading back up and higher above the skinny pink line. I suspect that there is still more downside for Uni BTC. I just don't think it's done yet, so be careful. I see bull traps all over the place, so stay safe. Uniswap against USDT, we had a symmetrical triangle, but again, I'm still not entirely confident with this symmetrical triangle reversal. We're expecting a reversal towards the upside, but so far things have been weak. Again, remember, symmetrical triangles, they're usually bi-directional, so Uniswap could still hit a little bit lower before heading higher, right? And we could get still a symmetrical triangle, something like this, right? Something like this. We could still get something like this. But of course, there's also the danger that we find new lows. We could take out these lows, and we could take out these lows as well, right? $1.73. Again, I don't have any targets for Uniswap because I'm not too sure what the direction is, and the chart patterns are just very tricky. I would like to lean bullish, but again, if there's a symmetrical triangle, which is bi-directional, if the preceding trend is bearish, more likely than not, the subsequent trend will be bearish as well. More likely than not, right? Of course, I would love it if, there are also cases, like I was saying, that it could act as a reversal. But in this case, I'm not too sure. The movement of the price is just not too convincing for me to switch towards the bullish side. So not yet. We might get something bullish eventually, but at this point of time, we're just not entirely sure. So we're just going to leave some space for Uniswap. Maybe it might drop a little bit lower. Maybe you rise back up, and then we form a nice, proper... we morph into a bigger symmetrical triangle. Then maybe after that, we might switch bullish, right? But at this point of time, we're still not entirely sure. So be careful about rushing to a trade too soon for Uniswap. Alright, I guess that's it for today's Top 20 Crypto Technical Analysis. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!